increase training.
Would you listen to how this dispatcher talked to this woman who drowns?
Oh, man, I don't want to die.
You're not going to die. Hold on for a minute.
What?
So apparently this 911 dispatch, this is her final day. She put in her 2 weeks notice. This is her final day and her final shift. What a weird coincidence, huh? Isn't that a weird coincidence? But this woman, she is so nice and polite. She's in her car. She drove into some water. The water is filling her car up. She's going to drown. She's going to drown in that car. This is how 911.
I'm scared. I'm sorry. I didn't know the water. I couldn't see the water when I came up on it, man. It just all of a sudden hit me.
And she's sitting there apologizing, right? She's just apologizing. You know, typically shit doesn't fucking flood and there's not water all over the goddamn place, you know? So she's going to sit there and say, you saw the water, didn't you? I mean, you ran into the water, you saw the water, and then she's going to sit there and say, I'm going to cancel the call. And then she's chastising her, you know, saying, well, I guess that'll learn you one or two, huh? I guess you don't run in the water, huh? Because sometimes you'll go across, you know, if you're driving on a road and you see some water going over, you think you could just, you know, drive right on over it. But if the current is, you know, it doesn't even take like maybe, what, half a foot or maybe even less. If the current is strong enough, that car can't beat the current. So the car ends up, you know, sliding off. So that's what happened to this lady. I mean, it's an accident, right? Accidents happen. 911, it's insane how fucking psychotic 911 dispatches are. Yeah, people are stupid on 911. You get dumb people and they, you know, don't have real problems or, you know, hang-ups and whatever. But, you know, other fucking times, you get a motherfucker that's about to fucking drown. And that means the 911 dispatcher needs to immediately call the fucking goddamn cop. And if there's no cop on their way, she needs to get in her car. She needs to go out there. This lady only has a minute to live. This lady's got a minute to live. You think your goddamn mean Karen fucking shittiness? Is that what we needed? We needed your mean shitty Karenness? If anything, I think this reminds me of that woman that's told, you know, her boyfriend who loved her to kill himself, and then he did. This woman is responsible. She is partially responsible for this other woman's death. 911 dispatcher. Listen to how she got this woman killed. Let's start from the beginning. I can't believe how this pisses me off. You ever called 911? You ever called 911 and then instead of them taking you fucking serious and they start acting like, oh, you're going to get mad at us? Yeah, because I need to tell you to do your fucking job. It's an emergency, motherfucker. What the fuck is the matter with you? And here she's doing the opposite. This lady, instead of being like, what the fuck is the matter with you? Do your job. She keeps apologizing and being nice and be like, ma'am. You think 911 give a fuck about the polite and niceness? Yeah, right. Oh, this person was mean to me. Do your fucking job. Do your goddamn job. You let that woman die.
Debbie Stevens, please help me. I don't want to die.
You're not going to die. Hold on for a minute.
Well, I'm scared. I'm sorry. I didn't know the water. I couldn't see the water when I came up on it, man. It just all of a sudden hit me.
On Saturday morning, Deborah Stevens was delivering newspapers on Kincaid Avenue in Fort Smith at 4:38 a.m. She called 911 after her car was swept into this creek. Now, this is what the road looked like from the view of first responders.
How long is it going to be, man? My son?
She was delivering newspapers, so she's just trying to make a goddamn fucking penny while this asshole sits in the air conditioner acting like she's working. Yeah, you're really working. All them fucking hours you logged in, how many of them hours were you just fucking around? Because clearly when an emergency was happening, you weren't ready.
I'm going to die, and I can't charge it.
The 911 call goes on. The dispatcher can be heard calling for officers and rescuers.
This just happened 2 years ago.
Finding the exact location. The dispatcher can be heard telling Debbie that she delivers papers and should know the area. Debbie's telling her that she can see people at nearby apartments.
A lot of people have called in on you, so I don't think that nobody's just sitting there. They actually called in, and they're not going to get themselves in danger because you put yourself in danger.
I'm scared. I've never had anything like this happen to me before.
Well, this will teach you next time. Don't drive in the water.
Yeah, thanks there, 911 operator. Miss Emergency, you're sitting there handing down life lessons, motherfucker. About to die. About, what, 50 seconds, I guess, huh? Going to drown. One of the worst deaths ever. Going to let that water just go into my fucking lungs, and I'm going to try to hold my breath, but I'm not going to hold my breath enough. And then eventually I'm going to take a big old breath, and then I'm going to breathe in that fucking water, and all that water's going to go in my goddamn lungs. Stupid-ass piece of shit. What the fuck's the matter with her? Why would a piece of shit like this work at 911? Why would anybody allow this piece of shit like this to work at 911? Nobody can hear this? This isn't going through all the fucking airwaves? For being a fucking dick?
Couldn't see it, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Yeah, goodness, ma'am. Goodness. What the fuck is wrong with you? How can you be so psychotic and wicked? How can you not do shit? How can you be so cold? Rigid? Your job is to give a shit. This 911 dispatcher is so fucking... There's a percentage, right? The lady got herself in trouble. 911 dispatch should have done a way better fucking job. Should have been able to save. She's partially responsible.
I
don't see how you didn't see it. You had to go.
She's sitting there apologizing to you because you're a piece of shit, motherfucker. But she don't give a shit. She thinks she's winning the argument. Yep, I told her not to drive in the water, and there. Now she'll never drive in the water. I've helped the situation now really good. I'm an important and good person. It's a good thing they pay me $20 an hour to sit on my fucking ass and be a dickhead to everybody. It's very good. Yeah, last day, last hour, last day, bullshit. Bullshit. You asked her to fucking go after this shit.
Right over it, so.
There's also other 911 calls coming in that the dispatcher has to take.
Call for Barlinks for Highway 58 and 8. Okay, then I can cancel it. Thank you.
She said, and then I can cancel it. Oh, okay. You need an emergency? Okay, all right, fine. I'll send a cop out. What'd you say? Well, nope. Send the cop back. No. You just said something I didn't like. Fucking moody-ass fucking fascist motherfucker. Jesus fucking Christ. How much money did we pay that fucking asshole? How many times did she fuck up an emergency? Was there other people that, got hurt or died while she was on the fucking clock? Where is this at? God, this is getting me such a... Arkansas.
The 911 call is disconnected.
Oh, my God, ma'am.
Yes.
At 5 a.m.
Yes.
911.
Yes, what? What? What, you're about to die and drown? What? Yes. I guess Mean Girl fucking won there, didn't she, huh? Mean Girl fucking 911 dispatch, you got the final word. You was shitty all the way through, man. Yeah, I know. She was begging for her life. I just saw another video where the guy pulls a gun on the woman and she's begging for her fucking life. This is exactly what this sounds like. She's begging, ma'am, take your job serious. Take my life serious. Be a human. If you don't want to do your fucking job, then be a fucking human. If you're not a human and you're not, why would you put yourself in this, and then why would everybody allow it?
One call is disconnected.
In future reference, right, don't put a fucking psychopath. You don't need a serial killing psychopath in the 911. You don't need a sociopath or, right, a person that has no empathy as a 911 dispatcher.
Viewers are now in the water.
Car's right out there. All you can see left is the daggone light on it.
Tonight, the Portsmouth Police Interim Chief is speaking out about the dispatcher's
Arkansas.
call, saying he listened to it and that it's less than desirable.
Now, I will say the manner that she spoke during this conversation would probably have been addressed, but it would have been more of a rudeness, quality of service type.
Rudeness, quality of service, huh? What she did contributed to the death of another motherfucking person. It ain't fucking rude, you fucking piece of shit. I go to goddamn fucking McDonald's and they don't give me a hamburger, okay, they're fucking rude. What you do isn't in the goddamn rude fucking customer service goddamn fucking thing, motherfucker. Somebody's on a goddamn ledge and they call 911 and you're a shithead to them. You're personally responsible if they fucking jump or are pushed or something fucking happens. They called you. That was your job. It was your only fucking job. Public safety. Not be a fucking prick to somebody who needed you.
type of complaint.
However, nothing will come of it. The chief says the dispatcher...
Her life don't
2
fucking
weeks
matter.
...before this, and that call came on her last day and final shift.
Can't investigate someone who no longer works here. However,
yeah, you can.
Investigation into our policies, our responses, our dispatch center.
We can't investigate no one who don't longer work here. Why did he agree to this? Because he definitely knows her and is protecting her.
Been in communication with the fire chief. We're looking at what we can do to maybe increase training.
We're looking at what we can do to maybe...
Debbie Stevens, please help me out.
So I'm sorry, Debbie Stevens. Please help me. I don't want to die. I'm a privileged white woman. I don't care if you live or die or not. But a privileged white woman just let another white woman die. We waste our privileges on these 911 dispatch motherfuckers. Meanwhile, good old Debbie Stevens trying to earn a little dollar. Little Debbie Stevens trying to earn a little dollar or two. Made a mistake, but she didn't drown because of her mistake. She drowned because of this 911 dispatch operator. Motherfucker.